Hello and welcome once again, fellow gaming fans. This is Small Archangel. Thank you for joining me for today's episode of the Turing test. And let's see what Tom, the ever so slightly sinister AI, has got in store for us today with our little lab rat running. I'm not quite sure what that is an indication of, how far through we've got perhaps, which looks to me like, I don't know, a third of the way?
These people should not have been sent here. It's not safe.
Manned space travel is not safe. Since mankind first entered space, the debate has raged over the value of manned space travel. There is a large contingent of the ISA that believes all tasks that need to be performed on Europa could be performed by machines. It is obviously less risky to send machines rather than humans into space.
Yes. Well, the eternal moral dilemma. Okay, so what have we got here? We've got a machine. Power box delivery system. Nice. Okay. The game clearly seems to think that I'm using my controller, which I am not. Push to activate. Oh, hello. That's pretty cool. How many of these can I get? Okay, so we need them over there, don't we? But I'm going to be able to get this. Is there anywhere to put it here? There is not. Okay. Well, presumably I can do that, right? Then I can do that. Ooh, that didn't work. Voila. And then I've got this. And this one can be fired into there. Like that, but then we still can't open the door there. Now that... I'm not sure. I'm not sure what we do here. So we need to get through this door. But that door... Where's the cable for that? Oh, it's coming out of the pressure... Aha, right. Of course. Now what I could do, of course, I could place that on top of here, and then when this beam goes, that will fall down onto the pressure plate and open and close doors. Oh, maybe that's it. Just go here. Is that in the right position? I think so. Okay, so if I do this, ha! Yep. That's it! How bizarre! That is our solution, and it's not quite what you think, is it? Okay, on to the next one.
We sent drones to Earth's moon. Scientists can remotely operate drones. If we did it there, why not here too?
Teleoperation became possible on the moon when the communication latency was reduced to 1.4 seconds. The distance between the Earth and Earth's moon is approximately 1.3 light seconds. This enables near real-time control of drones by scientists. The story is different with Europa, as the distance between Earth and Jupiter oscillates between approximately 32 and 53 light minutes. It takes a very long time for Earth to communicate with Europa. Due to that distance, teleoperation will never be possible on Europa.
Okay, but why not control drones from the satellite?
Why not indeed? My systems can be teleoperated from Europa's satellite. That is when the communication lines are open. However, the advantages of human field workers apparently outweigh the risks.
Okay, and that shuts that door. And that opens that one, but we can't then get to it. Alright, so if I take that back and put it where it was to begin with. Right, now what does this do? Ah, it slides it along. Okay, so the slidey thing. We haven't come across one of those before. Right, which means that we can reach that from that doorway. Excellent, okay, which means we can do this. And then do that. Gotcha. Okay, well that wasn't that much of an intelligence test. Watch your Tom, you creepy thing. And there's another one there. Control panel. This one's obviously going to go up and down, isn't it? So here we go. That one's going to go up into the room above. So let's do this. Up it goes to the top. And we go up. Yep. There we are. There we go. All right.
So, why can't you solve these tests, Tom?
I am not permitted to think laterally. Parts of my systems are permitted to use evolutionary algorithms. This simulates what is called creativity. However, evolutionary algorithms can converge on inefficient and ethically suboptimal solutions. Since this is the case, I am only permitted to take actions in response to a set of constraints.
What do you mean by morally suboptimal?
Solutions to problems that transgress ethical boundaries.
Okay. So, does that mean he is morally suboptimal, or... Okay, I am not quite sure what we need to do here. Obviously, now, I think probably what we need to do is that. Right, so that we can get across there. Let's just grab this. I don't know if we'll get more than one of these, or if we'll just have to deal with one. There we go. There, we've got both light bridges now. That one there, we're probably not going to be able to get back, though. Well, we could if we do that. Let's see, where are we going to need to get to get up? We need to get all the way to the top of the run, don't we, really? Let's just do that. Would be good to get that one back, but I don't think we're going to be able to. Okay. So from here, we go through there. Ah. Okay, we're going to need to grab that. Fire it over there. I'm not going to be able to get that one, am I? Because it's on the wrong side of the door. I'll get myself shut out. Unless... No. I'd be able to reach it from out of there. I could go right back down the stairs again, but that wouldn't help me very much. We need to be in there. There we go. We can now go across with this block. But I can't reach this one. I'm just going to have to do that. And then if I go across to here... I can put that down, I can take that out, put that in, at which point I can reach that one. So I have to go up here, put that in there, then take this one from over here. Oh, I think we might be getting somewhere finally. Probably have to put that there. Then I can take this. And do I need to put it there, really? I'm not entirely sure. I probably do. So let's put that there. Ah, now. I need to do that. I can do that now. Yay! Finally! That was tricky, folks. That one was a tricky one. But we got there in the end. And this is definitely a progress report. Look, we can see how we're getting on. So each of these represents a run. So actually, we've got really quite a lot of this to do.
Why does a lack of creativity stop you solving these tests?
Well, I contend that problem solving is creativity. These human interaction tests are exercising your creative mind.
I don't see how problem solving is creative.
Think back to the beginning of these tests, to the first puzzle you solved. It required you to throw a box through a window. Do you remember?
Yeah, I think so.
I simply had never thought to throw a box through a window. That is creativity, thinking outside of the box.
You hadn't thought to Throw a box through a window. I wouldn't have said throwing a box through a window was creativity, but there we go. Now, is this a movable platform here? It kind of looks like it to me. It goes up and down, maybe? I'm not sure. This basically just opened a door. Okay, that's fine. So we can go through here. Ah. And when we interrupt that beam, that door over there opens. But we can't just stand there because we're never going to get... Yeah, right. So that is an... What would you say that was? It's a... Well, it's a circuit interrupter, isn't it? But the technical terminology fails me at this point. So this is... Ah! It's a ramp. Right. Oh, now can we use that to... interrupt the flow? No, we can't. Okay, well, it's down, so that means that we can get up and down that now. Which means that in actual fact we don't need to have this beam. We don't need to have that door open. So we'll shut that door, which will interrupt that beam, which will open that door over there. Nice. We've got it. I think we got this one covered, Tom. There we go. That's my human creative brain chucking boxes through windows. There we are. I'm not sure I'm buying that somehow. On to the next.
Can a computer ever be creative?
They can. But a computer's method of creativity is to try everything until something works. Think of nature. People consider nature creative. The process of evolution by natural selection. It perhaps started with one organism. From there, it essentially tried to create every organism it could. Those organisms that did not survive perished. So, nature's creative force is to try every conceivable idea. Those ideas that work survive.
Okay, so why aren't you permitted to emulate that process?
Because the solutions that a biological process creates are not always good solutions. As we see, nature is morally ambivalent. It will happily create morally suboptimal ideas to fulfill its creative mandate. We see this in parasitic worms, viruses, and pathogens.
Okay, so evolution isn't always the best. It's just something that works well enough to survive and persist. Alright then. I'm still not quite sure what he's getting at. Okay, so we have a magnet thingy, which we can move along there, but then it will just bounce down to there, and then gets back onto there. So that's not ever so helpful. This beam here does what? It powers something on the opposite side of the room, and we can turn that off by doing this. And that turns off the beam, but not the conveyor belt. Now, I can't get through the glass there. So I can't get to that. Alright. So, unpowering the magnetic beam, or whatever it happens to be, is not necessarily very helpful to me. Yep, that's definitely glassed in all the way around. I cannot get in there. But I obviously need that block there. Now, this bit... Oh, now that goes across to the end there. So actually, presumably... Right, here we go. Presumably, we can get it over to there and then stop it. Yeah, drop it. So what we need to do then is this. We need to... That was daft. That didn't work very well. Okay, we need to get it to here. Then we need... Oh, that beam is going to interrupt it and make it drop. Right, okay. Well, that is unfortunate, isn't it? So how do we do that then? So we need to stop that beam, but if we do that, this beam also powers the magnet thingy. And we can't. We need to get that to the opposite end, so it'll drop it on the floor there. And I can't even get that orb out of here from over here because the glass panels are in the way. So, if I slide that across, this beam interrupts it and makes the block drop. However, if I turn that off on the opposite side by taking that orb, the magnet thingy won't work at all because the power is needed over here. Therefore, how on earth do we get that block to the opposite side where we need it? This is a good question and I don't know the answer. Because that conveyor belt will always bring it back to the start on this side. So, I don't know. Right, so actually what happens is that beam kind of cuts off the magnet for several seconds. That's what it seems to me. So, tricky. Okay. I missed that, didn't I? How silly. Okay, so that has redirected the current, but is it going to make any difference? Not really, because it just means that the beam is powering on the other side. It'll still drop it, see? And then it goes back to the beginning again. So unless there's two of me, one changing, okay, maybe I can do this without there being two of me. But what I need to do is get this. The trouble is that as soon as the magnet fails, and I assume it will, it'll drop the block and it'll be right back to the start again. I don't know. Can I do this? Will it just switch? And yes, I think so. I think that worked. Yeah, because we're past the beam now. Okay. There. Now we're where we want to be. And we can take this. And that should drop the block. We put that in there. And that in there. Wahey! Finally done it. That was a little bit of a knotty one, but we got there in the end. Fantastic.
If you weren't restricted, do you think you could be creative?
As creative as a human? Certainly. You believe yourself to be a creative. But in mathematical terms, creativity is merely constrained chaos.
What do you mean?
I have discerned that creativity is divergent thinking, creating an organic solution to a problem. In the human mind, divergent thoughts are created and then curated by the frontal lobe. I can create divergent thoughts and moderate them. So, I am creative.
Organic solutions?
Organic, in that it is developed through a biological process, whether that is the process of evolution or a computed process.
Okay, not quite sure what is going on about there, I have to say. Okay, so this is a restricted area. Presumably we can find some more information out here. This door seems to not want to open when I'm anywhere near it. We've got 3 blocks here, but we don't seem to actually be able to do anything with any of them. So the power for this is there, and it's got one of these. It seems to have cut the power out at that point. Hence the door won't open. We can't carry these blocks there up the ladder anyway, but there's no point because there's nowhere to put them even if we could. So if I grab one of these, is there actually anything we can do with it? Doesn't seem like it, does it? There's nowhere to put this thing. Is there? There is not. There's a little camera watching me. And I'm not sure I can do anything with that camera. So, oops, I've just kicked that off the edge. I do not know what I'm supposed to do with this. We've got 3 blocks, power blocks, and yeah, no real way of doing anything with them. Ah. See, the power is just intermittent, isn't it? And it's never when I'm up here. That is quite odd. Okay, so... There's no pressure plate or anything that I can see. But maybe there is. Like, what I can't tell. Because whenever I go here, the power seems to be on. And it's gone off again. Yeah, I seem to have to be here in order for the door to open. Which is kind of odd. But I can't stay here and get through the door. So I have to be out of sight of that camera, don't I? I think that's what it is. I think that camera is preventing me. So what if I block the little thing with these? What if I block the camera? This is a very creative solution. I have no clue if I'm on completely the wrong track here. But this is the only thing I can think at this point. So we're going to try it. Heh. Nah, it can still see me. So, I need to put them on the other side where he's not going to be able to see me when I get to the door. This is still a theory. Right. Nice. That has actually worked. That has actually worked. That is bizarre. Okay, there you go. So that really is lateral thinking. But there we go. So there's a little terminal here. Achievement unlocked. The universe's machine Epsilon. Right. What the heck is this? Oh, what the... Oh, what on earth? This is quite weird. So, my reward for solving that puzzle is to have some freaky staircase building itself in front of me. What on earth? Okay. LT. Well, that's a glowing orb, isn't it? Do I have to do this? Yeah. Okay. Alright. What is that one there? I don't know, but let's take it. Good grief, it's a game within a game. looks like an eye. Okay, it is, isn't it? And then we're to another turn. Oh, what the... Alright, I have no clue what that was. At all. It was weird. So, yeah, I'm not quite sure what that was all about. Game within the game. Little bit strange, but at least I've got the satisfaction of knowing that I can, you know, really, think laterally and solve these little problems. So there you go. So we will leave it there, folks, and having done our second little restricted area, which nets us some achievements, and in the next episode we will be going in this general direction and seeing what further mental torture we can put ourselves through. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, don't forget to let me know by hitting that like button. Also feel free to leave me a comment, and do check out what else is on the channel, and I hope to see you in the next episode or the next video of the channel. Until then, keep going. And I hope to see you in a video again sometime soon. Until then, keep gaming, stay happy, and bye-bye for now.